Welcome everybody into the Callard Foundation Complex here on the campus of Howard Community College. Matt Trudell and Mike Withers here with you for the final home game of the regular season where your Howard Community College Dragons take on the visiting Cardinals from CCBC Catonsville. Cardinals come into this game 8-12, 6-4 in the conference. Dragons are 15-8, 5-3 in the conference. And this is looking like it's possibly going to be the matchup, the 3-6 matchup in the Region 20 quarterfinals next week on Wednesday. So we're in for a treat tonight. How you doing, Mike?
Yeah, doing well, man. Weather's nice outside. We got a good ball game brewing in here. A preview of possibly next week's playoff. The Dragons were victorious last time out here at home. It was a tough win. They had to come back from down 12, but it wasn't pretty, but they got it done. It all counts in the W column.
Yep, they got it down and losing streak. They're on a one-game winning streak right now. They won 56-53 against Chesapeake last time we were here. This Cardinals team is currently on a 5-game winning streak. Their most recent win was the 21st at Hagerstown Community College, 54-45. But again, they're on a 5-game winning streak. They're going to try and look to continue that. They're pretty much locked into the 6th slot. The Dragons are battling for either 3 or 4. And, you know, with the win today, they will secure that 3rd seed and be able to take on this Cardinals team in the quarterfinals. This Cardinals team comes in really 2 main scorers on the team. Their main scorer, averaging 16.1 points per game, is number 21, Jocelyn Fogel. Also, number 12, Jada Males, 10.9 points per game. And then Serafina Stubbs and averages 10 points a game. And Malia Bell averages 9.3. So those are some players to watch out for this Cardinals team. Again, a 5-game win streak. Dragons just got done with a long win streak, had a loss, and then, you know, redeemed themselves against Chesapeake. What should the Dragons do today to secure the victory?
Well, one thing they need to do that they did not do last time out was, Matt, we talked about turnovers. They had, I think, close to 30 turnovers last time out. Talked to the coach after the game. Certainly she was not pleased with the way they took care of the ball, with their approach. And defensively, they've been very good during that win streak. They weren't very good the other night. They gave up a lot of dribble drives to the baskets, a lot of direct lines. Had some problems at help side. So they're looking to correct those 2 things tonight. Take care of the basketball and also better in the man-to-man sets or defense. They played a lot more man-to-man this year than they've done in the past. And it's paid dividends, but not the other night. So they need to make that correction.
You know, last game out also, you saw only one player in double digits. That was Jayla Putman with 13.7 rebounds, 3 assists, and 2 steals. Mariah Ruth has had 8 points coming off the bench, and Tamir Whittle had 7. But they did also have everybody except, actually everybody who played last game scored. So it's nice to have the ability when the players coming off the bench can put up points, but we're going to need Jayla Putman, you know, and the likes of Tamir Whittle, Nicole Forbes to be able to put up some points. So some of the players that aren't necessarily expected of scoring, it doesn't fall necessarily on them.
Yeah, and that goes to the depth that they have on the bench over there. So it was able to, you know, bail them out in the last game. But they need their scorers to step up. I think it was Whittle. Whittle kind of struggled last time, and so did Forbes. And Asani Offer had a rough game offensively last time out. So try to get them back on track. Those are the starters, and they had a lot of scoring off the bench last time. So they want to get their starters going early and, you know, not make this a very, very close contest like last time. They got down. They were down, what was it, 10 or 12 to nothing to start the ball game last week?
Yeah, it was 9 to something until they scored their first points, but then it got a little more out of hand, and they were able to claw back. Some players that helped them claw back, Caden Jaselskis had 2 big threes to help them start going their run, take over the game. They won by 3. It was a hard-fought matchup, very intense. But that Chesapeake team is pretty good every year.
They're a good team. Their record does not speak to the kind of talent that they have. They're a very nice ball club.
So let's get the starters in for today's game, starting for the visiting Cardinals from CCBC Catonsville. A number 5, a freshman point guard, Unique Santiago. Number 11, a sophomore forward, Serafina Stubbs. Number 12, a sophomore forward, Jada Males. Number 15, a freshman forward, Emily Bartlett. And number 21, a sophomore center, Jocelyn Fogel. They're coached by head coach Santeria Renwick, assisted by Andre Eifel, Darius Gainey, James Thomas, and Jasmine Jacobs. For the Dragons, this is a completely different starting lineup than we're used to. Starting first, number 1, a sophomore point guard, Tamir Whittle. Number 10, a sophomore forward, Sani Offer. Number 12, a sophomore center, Daye Boro Balde. Number 13, a sophomore shooting guard, Jayla Putman. And number 21, a freshman power forward, Hannah Chambers. Two bigs for the Dragons in the starting lineup tonight. They are coached by head coach Aaron Barnes, assisted by Lamont Vaughn, Verkiah Smith, Chantal Oliver, and Michelle Johnson. So yeah, Dragons running with two bigs to start the day.
Yeah.
I'm guessing this Catonsville team does have a little length. The Dragons have a deeper bench than them, and a deeper team. But there is some size that the Dragons are going to have to match up with early on, so we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, and we saw that last week because they had a pretty good inside game that they were battling against last week, but their depth and their attacking style was able to bail them out as they got them in foul trouble, and their bench was not as long as the Dragons. So we'll have to look for that today. Let's see if that depth also will be a factor here. And good to see Balde work her way into the starting lineup. She's had a up and down year, but is finishing very strong after sophomore night last week. So it's good for her to get to start today.
Yep. So we are going to step aside. We're about 2.5 minutes out from the start of this ball game. They're going to do the national anthem and the starting lineups, and then we will be back for the start of the first quarter. All right, welcome back to Columbia. Both teams have been announced. National anthem has been played, and we are just about set for the opening tip-off of the final home game of the season, the regular season.
Right.
The Region 20 tournament is here next week, but those are technically neutral site games.
Yep.
But we will be on the call for all the women's
Right.
games. So
Technically, neutral site, but we're home.
yeah.
Yes, indeed. So I like the lineup Dragons have today. They should really help them on the backboard with Ball Day in the lineup, as well as a Sonny Harper. Sonny Harper's go.
And Balde will be going and doing the opening tip-off against number 15, Emily Bartlett.
Yeah.
And it looks like Catonsville might just be ready to concede the opening tip-off.
Yeah, play defense, and so Sonny Harper's getting the start on the wing. She's going to be playing at the 3 spot today, shooting guard. 3 spot today.
And Balde taps it down to Offer, and we are underway. Dragons will have the first possession. Whittle with the ball. Over to Offer. Now Putman, going to move to her right, swings it over to Whittle. Whittle's thinking about attacking, gets shut down. And now Balde is going to drive, gets between two defenders, gets it to Chambers for the baseline too, and she gets it to go. The Dragons hit their first shot of the game.
Yeah, Hannah Chambers coming out for that little 12-foot jump shot, and I saw her starting to take that in the last game, and I like what I'm saying from her.
It's a good addition.
Yeah.
She's so good around the glass, and Chambers comes up with the steal on the pass from Males, and now Putman can't get it to go. Chambers comes down with the offensive rebound, swings it to Whittle, who gets it to Putman for a baseline three, and she gets that to go, and the Dragons are up 5-0 just like that.
Yeah, Jella Putman struggled from the field last week, so she's off to a great start. Hits her first 3.
Now Males gets a pass from Santiago, gets it over to Bartlett. Now Santiago back with it, looking inside, gets it down to Fogel. Fogel gets blocked by Balde, and Offer comes up with it.
And Balde getting good help side from Asani Offer and also Chambers.
Putman, another three, baseline three, no good. Balde tries to clean it up, no good on that. And Bartlett comes down with the rebound. Now the Cardinals pushing the other way. Santiago over to Males. Now Fogel, turnaround jumper, no good. Balde comes up with the rebound, and now Whittle's heading the other way.
And Fogel, that's not the shot she wants to shoot. Not a turnaround from 12 feet falling from the basket.
Whittle needs some help, bounces it into Balde, who gives it to Offer, who's cutting along the baseline. She can't get the shot to go, but she will go to the line. Foul is going to be on Fogel. And again, leading scorer of this team, 16.1 points per game. So she picks up the first foul of the game, first team foul, her first foul. And Offer goes to the line for 2 free throws.
And Dragon using a lot more motion on defense, spreading out that Catonsville zone, finding some openings.
Offers a 50% free throw shooter. She gets the first one to drop. Dragons now have 6 points.
Sonny Offer on the board early this time. She had some struggles last week, but looking good here today.
Gets both of them to go. Dragons on a 7-0 run to start this first quarter. Santiago with the ball for the Cardinals. Over to Bartlett. Now Bartlett moves to her right. Just has to drop it off to Santiago. And now inside to Fogel. And then they're going to call a jump ball. It will stay with the Cardinals.
Yeah, can't do much better than that. That's great help from Asani Offer. Stepping right in to close a gap. Balde playing behind, but Offer there to help out.
7:43 left in the first quarter. Santiago with the ball on the baseline. Gets it over to Stubbs. Baseline no good on the shot. Fogel comes down with it. She saves it somehow and gets it into Stubbs. Now Bartlett resets at the top. Bartlett's going to fire off a 3. No good. Males comes down with the rebound. Tosses it up. No good on that. And Offer comes down with the rebound. And then Males forces a jump ball, so it'll be Dragons ball.
Yeah, 3 opportunities for Catonsville. Couldn't get it to go now.
First sub of the game is going to come in. It's Malia Bell And she comes in for Fogel, who is running to the locker room, so we'll monitor that. That's a big loss for the Cardinals if she's not able to come back.
I think it's an equipment malfunction. She was holding her pant leg there.
Yeah.
I don't think it's anything serious.
Yeah, Offer drives, floater, gets it to go. What a take by Asani Offer.
Yeah, Sonny Offer really likes to go to the left hand for the finish. That time she switched it up, went with the right off the glass.
Yeah, I agree with you. Fogel ran to the locker room, and the opposite direction of the training table. So I agree. She will probably be back.
Yeah.
Santiago now over to Bartlett. Now Males looking to drive, has to back out. Now Santiago. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Inside to Bell. Bell lets the shot go. No good. And Balde comes down with the rebound. Offer gets it up to Whittle quickly. And Fogel is back. She'll be back in the game shortly. Putman for three. No good. Rebound drops to Balde, who bounces it over to Offer. And the Dragons reset with Whittle at the top.
Dragons looking a lot sharper here today than they did last week in this first quarter.
And Offer double dribbles. Fogel's going to come into the game for Bartlett.
Re-entering the game for the Cardinals, number 21, Jocelyn.
Dragons doing a good job taking care of the ball. I believe that's their first turnover with nearly 6 minutes left in the first quarter.
Now Santiago travels. Shuffled of the feet as she was trying to pass it.
Yep.
6 minutes left in the first quarter. Dragons are up 9-0. Whittle over to Balde. Balde inside to Whittle, gets smacked away, but it's recovered by the Dragons, and then Males knocks the pass out of bounds. So we'll stay with the Dragons. 18 seconds left on the shot clock.
Yeah, Putman trying to make a diagonal pass behind the defense to Whittle.
Whittle gets the inbounds. Now Offer. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Putman gets it over to Whittle. Whittle drives, steps, tough two. Can't get it to go. She ends up with the rebound. And now Putman for three. No good. Rebound goes to Males.
Yeah, Jella Putman hit her first three, been off the mark on the last couple.
Now Fogel throws it all the way across. Now Males over to Fogel. Fogel gets the jumper to go, and the Cardinals are on the board with 5:07 left in the first quarter. Dragons are up by 7, 9-2.
Nice cut by Fogel coming in behind the defense. Little turnaround jumper right off the lane.
Putman with the ball. Over to Offer. Offer bounces over to Chambers. Chambers pump fakes, drives baseline, then good take a mid-range baseline shot. No good. Fogel comes down with the rebound. Now Santiago gets it across the timeline. Now Fogel, baseline jumper, no good on that. Offer gets the rebound. Putman charging. Takes on two defenders, can't get the shot to go.
Yeah, I think she was looking for the call. Didn't get it, but she gets the steal.
Now Offer drops it off to Whittle. Whittle over to Offer. Now Putman. All the way across. It's almost stolen away by Bell, but Whittle's able to come down with it. Under 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Chambers out to Whittle. 2 seconds. She's got to just take a deep two. Can't get it to go. And the rebound drops to Fogel. Now Santiago over to Stubbs.
And Dragons been stuck on 9 for the last 3 minutes, it seems like.
Males passed up a three. Now Fogel, 8 seconds on the shot clock. Fogel Over to Males. Males just going to take a deep two. No good. Rebound drops to Bell, and then it goes, Whittle smacks out of bounds, but hits Putman. We have a media timeout, so we are going to step aside. 3:12 left in the first quarter. Dragons are up 9-2. We'll be back. All right, welcome back in Columbia. Coming out of the media timeout, Dragons made 3 changes. You have Nicole Forbes, Mariah Ruth, and Mackenzie Walters in for Putman, Balde, and Whittle. The Cardinals are going to stay with Fogel, Bell, Stubbs, Santiago, and Males. It will be Cardinals ball down by 7.
And Dragons got off to a flying start, got out 9-0, and had a scoreless drought here in the last 3 minutes.
Right, Males gets the inbounds. Santiago gets it over to Males inside to Fogel. Fogel posting up Chambers, and Chambers is going to pick up a foul.
Hannah Chambers, that's one thing the coach talked about, early foul trouble, playing behind in the post.
Our foul number 21, Hannah Chambers. That's her first, and the team's first.
So Stubbs goes to the line for 2 free throws. Gets the first one to go.
Sarah Stubbs, 2 to 1.
Second one gets that to go. 9-4 is the score here in Columbia. 3 minutes left in the first quarter. Forbes gets it over to Ruth. Now Forbes inside to Offer. Forbes tries to get it down low, gets tipped out of bounds off of Males of the Cardinals. So we'll stay with the Dragons. There's 13 seconds on the shot clock. Walters will look to inbound. Up no will be Offer. Offer gets it over to Forbes. Forbes baseline jumper in and out. Stubbs comes down with the rebound.
Yeah, Forbes didn't get the friendly roll that time from the corner.
Santiago over to Males. Males for 3. No good. Goes out of bounds. It'll be Dragons ball. You know, for the Cardinals, this first quarter reminds me a lot of the Dragons' first quarter against Chesapeake. They're just weathering the storm.
Yep.
Dragons have hit a little bit of a lull right now. Need a basket.
Yep.
Offer needs some help. Gets it back to Forbes. Now Ruth. And Ruth's going to drive. Kicks it out to Forbes. And now Forbes is going to shoot a 3. No good. Stubbs with the rebound. Now Santiago on the other side. Inside to Stubbs. Out to Males. Males is going to drive baseline. Has to spin back out though. Now Bell loses her footing. Gets it back to Males. Now Santiago, under 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Fogel's going to shoot a 3, miss everything, and the Dragons will retake possession. Balde's going to come in for Chambers.
Re-entering the game for the Dragons, number 12.
Hannah Chambers, Dragons made it out of that. Looked like they're going to make it out of the first quarter. She only has 1 foul, so that bodes well.
Ruth now with the ball for the Dragons, over to Offer. Mariah Ruth wanted the ball. She was missed, and then good job by Forbes to get it to Offer, but she misses the shot. Now Males heading all the way down. Can't get the shot to go. Rebound is in the hands of Walters, and she is fouled by number 12, Jada Males. That'll be her first.
And Walters in off the bench, hitting the backboard.
And Offer comes out for Caden Jaselskis.
Jaselskis and Mariah Ruth both in the game. You got both the three-point shooters opposite on the wings.
Balde now out to Jaselskis. Extra pass to Ruth, who's open for three. Misses it off the front of the rim. Rebound drops to Males, and Balde's going to pick up a foul.
And Coach talking to Balde. Not a smart foul. Reached in on the rebound.
That's her first and the team's second.
45 seconds left in this first quarter. Bell back to Stubbs. Over to Males. Now Bell kicks it out to Santiago. Bell's going to drive baseline. Can't get it to go. Balde taps it back to Forbes. Now Forbes, 2-on-2. She's going to go the whole way. She gets fouled. And we'll have a chance at free throws. And that's big because the Cardinals' second leading scorer just picked up her second foul.
Wow.
Oh, no, they called on Santiago.
Yeah.
Kind of got bailed out there.
Yeah, I thought it was on one of the leading scorers, but Santiago had reached in.
Forbes can't get the first free throw to go.
Boy, the basket has a lid on it for the Dragons here in the second half of the first quarter.
Gets the second one, so Dragons now have a 6-point lead, 10-4. Cardinals can have the last possession if they want it. Bell gets it across the line. Now Males over to Santiago. Bell's just going to shoot a three. No good. Forbes comes down with it. Then it gets stripped away, and Stubbs ends up with it. But they're going to run out of time. So Dragons are up by 6 at the end of the first quarter. The score is 10-4. We'll be back for the start of the second quarter. All right, back here in Columbia. Dragons only committed 2 turnovers in the first quarter. The Cardinals committed 3. Dragons are leading 3-0 points off turnovers.
Yeah, much cleaner quarter for both teams, taking care of the basketball. We talked about that. I think last week they had 10 turnovers in the first quarter, so a marked improvement. It's one of the things they have to do. Be successful here today, so they're on their way.
Cardinals are going to start with the ball. Inbound goes to Santiago, and we're back underway. Now Bell inside to Males, who swings it out to Santiago. Santiago's going to drive. She gets blocked by Walters. And Balde gets it over to Jaselskis, who gets it up to Forbes. Forbes calls out a play. Dragons play good defense on the opening possession in the second quarter, but they desperately need a basket.
Yeah.
Now Forbes gets it out to Ruth. Ruth thought about a three, and then she loses it, and it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, I think she had a look, but she decided to put the ball on the floor.
So Stubbs gets it into Santiago, and we're back underway. Nails inside to Stubbs, and then a travel's going to be called on Serafina Stubbs, so it'll be Dragons ball.
Well, here go those traveling calls. Well, we had a bunch of them last week. They were really on that. Been a pretty clean game thus far today, though.
Yeah. Mariah Ruth now over to Jaselskis, who gives it to Forbes. Now Ruth, baseline three is open, in and out. And Fogle comes down with the rebound and gets it up to Bell.
And that's 2 threes that Ruth has had gone halfway down and popped out of the basket.
Stubbs can't get it to go. Ruth comes down with the rebound. And now Forbes. And her pass gets smacked down, but she ends up with it. And now Jaselskis is going to settle it down, throw it over to Ruth. Balde gets it baseline to Walters, and Walters gets the 2-point shot to go. Good ball movement.
Yeah, that's a nice bounce pass by Balde to Walters, man. She's been lights out last couple games, shooting the ball really well.
Now Males over to Bell, inside to Fogle. Fogle can't get it to go, might have been partially blocked. Stubbs ends up with it, gets the shot to go, and then she picks up a foul. So she will go to line for a 3-point play.
Yeah, strong move by Stubbs. Able to get the offensive rebound. Put her shoulder right in the chest of Mariah Ruth to pick up the foul.
Foul is on Mackenzie Walters. That's her first. Santiago's going to come out. Bartlett's going to come back into this game. Stubbs makes it a 3-point play. Dragons up 12-7.
Stubbs 3 for 3 from the line. Nice looking shot.
Forbes now over to Ruth. Now Forbes. Jaselski's going to fire off a three and banks it in. Hayden Jaselskis. There's nothing you can do about that.
No, she didn't even call the backboard either, but it counts.
So now Bell throws it down baseline to Fogle. She can't get it to go after having a good look, and the Dragons now heading the other way. Forbes over to Jaselskis.
Yeah, I thought Jaselskis was ready for a heat check, but she passed it.
Ruth got it down low to Balde. She misses the shot. Fogle comes up with the rebound. And now Bartlett gets it over to Bell. Bartlett thought about a three. Now Males will take a three. No good on that. 2 Cardinals there. Bartlett got it. Drops it back to Stubbs, who gets it to Males, who's going to shoot another three. She misses everything on that one.
Boy, Cardinals doing a good job crashing the offensive glass. Dragons with a smaller lineup right now, and Cardinals kind of having their way on the backboard.
Forbes now gets it up the court, gets it to Jaselskis. Now Ruth inside to Balde. Balde's going to drive to her left and get the layup to go. Just like that, the Dragons are up by 10.
Nice looking move by Balde down the lane with the left hand.
Now Bell inside to Stubbs. Stubbs gets blocked by Balde, and then the ball smacked away. Fogle tries to save it, but gets it to Balde, and then Balde's pass is stolen away by Males. Now Fogle running along the baseline, gets the easy basket, and she will have a chance at a 3-point play as she is fouled by Balde, who just picked up her second foul.
Baldy committed the turnover and then commits the foul, so that's a possible 5-point swing for the
So
Cardinals.
Mariah Ruth is the only one that's going to stay on the court for the Dragons. Whittle, Brown, Chambers, and Offer come in. Stubbs is going to take a seat for the Cardinals, and coming back in for her is Santiago. Fogle gets the three-point play. Dragons lead cut to 7. And now Whittle's going to bring it up the court for the Dragons. 6 minutes left in the first half. Dragons have a 7-point lead. Brown now over to Ruth, who gets it back to Brown. Brown's going to drive towards the baseline, dumps it off to Chambers. Now Ruth gets it poked away, and Fogle comes up with it.
Yeah, Ruth trying to penetrate through traffic, got the ball poked away.
Now almost a steal, but now Bartlett has it, and she kicks it out. Now Santiago gets pickpocketed by Whittle, and Whittle's going one-on-one against Bell. Gets it to Chambers, and Chambers travels.
Wow. That was a frantic series from offense to defense.
Bell comes out of the game. Coming back into the game is Stubbs for Bell. And it looks like Bell's going to come right back in next stoppage.
Yeah.
Now Stubbs inside to Nails, gets it back out to Stubbs, and then Nails over to Santiago. Fogle now. Stubbs. And Hannah Chambers picks up a foul. And that will be her second. And we're going to have a media timeout, so we will step aside. 4:50 left in the first half. Dragons up 17-10. We'll be back. All right, Matt Trudell, Mike Withers back here with you in Columbia. We are coming out of the media timeout. Dragons have a 7-point lead. Chambers picked up her second foul. So Dragons have two bigs with 2 fouls. Something to monitor. Mackenzie Walters is going to come back into the game. She has 1 foul.
Yeah, and Hannah Chambers with just a little cheap reaching foul, as we call it. Picks up her second.
So now Males looking to get it in for the Cardinals. Gets it into Fogle. Fogle, quick shot. No good. Zakiah Brown comes down with the rebound, and then they're going to call a foul. And it's on Mackenzie Walters.
So is that her second?
Yep, so all 3 of the Dragons' bigs have 2 fouls apiece. And that is something we're going to have to monitor, especially with the Cardinals. Their offense mainly runs through Fogle. So now Males gets it inbounds to Stubbs. And then Santiago's going to reset. Down low to Stubbs. Stubbs can't get the shot to go. She gets her own rebound, can't get that to go. And it's out of bounds off of the Cardinals. I thought that went off of Mariah Ruth. So.
Yeah, so did I. Man, Stubbs and Fogel, man, they're really tough on the boards down there in offensive glass.
Whittle gets it across the timeline. Over to Ruth, who has to get it back out to Whittle. Now Offer found Mackenzie Walters on the baseline, but she couldn't get the shot to go.
Man, great high-low look. Man, to Mackenzie Walters. Just missed a little 2-foot layup.
Males gets it to Stubbs, bounces it back to Males. Now Santiago with the ball, inside to Fogel, out to Bartlett for three. No good. Males comes down with the rebound. Now Bartlett gets her pass stolen away by Ruth, who gets it to Offer. And then Offer's pass is stolen away by Males, and then she gets it to Stubbs. Stubbs can't get it to go, but Fogel's there to, oh no, she can't clean it up.
Man.
A jump ball will be Dragons ball.
Fogel can't believe that. She missed that. She's like shaking her head. Boy.
Hutman comes in for Brown. Bell will come in for Stubbs. Whittle gets the inbound.
Also re-entering the game for the Cardinals, number 0, Alnita Bell.
Putman over to Ruth for a baseline three. No good. Putman goes all the way up to try and get the rebound. There's a battle for the ball, but Bell comes down with it for the Cardinals. Now she gets it to Santiago. Males now gets a pick. Bartlett dead on three, off the backboard and in. 2 banked threes in the first half, 1 for each team.
Yeah, she didn't call glass either, but it counts for the Cardinals.
Whittle now over to Putman. Back to Whittle. Inside to Offer, found Mackenzie Walters open on the baseline, and she gets that to go.
Yeah, that time she did not miss. She didn't play around. Got that up on the glass and in the basket.
Santiago now for the Cardinals. Over to Bell. Bell's going to drive, then drop it off to Fogel. She gets it to go, and then she is fouled.
I have to see who this is on. Kenzie Walters and Ruth were both in the neighborhood.
That is Putman's first foul. Offer comes out for Sagaya Brown.
Wow, Jella Putman, I don't think she was even in the play. Didn't look like it.
Oh, you know, they got kind of bailed out because, you know, we don't want that Mackenzie Walters third foul. No good on the free throw. Ruth gets it up to Putman. Now Whittle. Brown swings it over to Putman. She gets it back. Whittle now with the ball, 10 seconds on the shot clock. Oh, she hesitates, gets by the defender, misses the floater. It goes out of bounds off of Mariah Ruth. So it will go to the Cardinals. Dragons have a 4-point lead. Whittle's going to come out for Forbes.
Re-entering the game on the Dragons, number 14, Nicole Forbes.
Yeah, Forbes back in the game.
Santiago going to get it across the line. Over to Males. Now Bell. And almost gets stripped, and she does by Walters. Now Zakiah Brown pushing it the other way. Over to Putman. Now Brown's going to slow it down. Forbes to Putman. Inside to Ruth. Out to Brown. Brown's going to drive baseline, get a shot to go. Oh, and she drops.
Yeah, a little put up along the baseline. That's a nice looking move by Zakiah Brown. Right in the face of the defender.
Now Santiago gets it to Bell. Bell's going to drive, floater, no good. Forbes comes down with it. We are under a minute left in the first half. Forbes, and she gets fouled by Santiago.
And Nicole Forbes thought they may have called a charge, but they said she was moving.
So Ruth will have it right in front of the Catonsville bench. And Forbes gets it. 50 seconds left. Dragons have 21 seconds on the shot clock. Forbes over to Putman. Baseline 2, gets it to go.
Jayla Putman had gone through a little cold streak. Nice looking jump shot there.
Santiago over to Bell. Inside to Fogel. Fogel gets it out to Santiago. Now Fogel gets it back. Bell, floater in the lane, no good. Battle for the rebound. Fogel comes up with it and gets it to go off the glass. Putman gets it in. 10 seconds left. Dragons up 23-17. Have a chance to add to their lead going into halftime. Walters out to Ruth, who's open for 3. No good on that. And that is the end of the first half. Dragons are up 23-17. We will be back at the start of the second half.
Badder done. Anyway we see them, we a bang pan another one. Bust up 4-5 Nanko, 1 Remington. Any boy this ballot on them in a Kellington. Bad man, you know where vibes can done. Vibes can done, we kill a sound boy for fun. Big bad man from outer England. Baseline drop a tell you
Nobody better than we. Nobody better than we. Badder than, bad from me bad. Where you get your badder from? Thing where me get. Coulda come from Afghanistan. They don't want see this cross make me up in me hand. But other man, you know me vibes can done. Lyrics them a fire like a bullet from a gun. Big other man from outer England. When me lyrics start fire, watch a song boy run.
Yo, walk with the rapper pam pam. From a guy this day program, shot a slam. Them say them a bad man, me have a hawk. Which one? When we a fire shot, pull pin and fling bomb. Them dead be have a trample them like kings. Dogs pull up on your foot and none of them no sing song. Balaclava pan face, matic in a hand. When I have time for waste with the rapper pam pam. Shot a slam me badder than.
Nobody better than we.
Badder done.
Badder than.
Howard Community College is where dreams take flight and opportunities are boundless. No matter where you are in life, you'll have a college experience that fits your needs. Receive support through more than just financial aid, tutoring, and childcare assistance. Gain momentum with accelerated courses and faculty who care. Experience a vibrant community where friendships are formed, passions are pursued, and memories are made. When you graduate, you'll have the degree, skills, confidence, and connections to thrive in today's ever-changing world. Explore endless possibilities in Dragon Country. Discover more at howardcc.edu today.
Badder than. Anyway we see them, we a bang pan another one. Bust up 4 5 Nanko 1 Remington. Any boy this ballot on them in a Kellington. Bad man, you know where vibes can done. Vibes can done, we kill a sound boy for fun. Big bad man from outer England. Baseline drop, I tell you who baseline.
Nobody better than we. Nobody better than we.
Badder than. Bad from me bad. Where you get your badder from? Thing where me get. Coulda come from Afghanistan. They no want see this cross make me up in me hand. But other man, you know me vibes can done. Lyrics them a fire like a bullet from a gun. Big other man from outer England. When me lyrics start fire, watch a song boy run.
Yo, walk with the rapper pam pam. From a guy this day program, shot a slam. Them say them a bad man, me a fi hawk. Which one? When we a fire shot, pull pin and fling bomb. Them dead be a fi trample them like king. Dogs pull up on your foot and none of them no sing song. Balaclava upon face, matic in a hand. When I have time for waste with the rapper pam pam. Shot a slam me badder than.
Nobody better than we.
Badder than. Badder than.
Howard Community College is where dreams take flight and opportunities are boundless. No matter where you are in life, you'll have a college experience that fits your needs. Receive support through more than just financial aid, tutoring, and childcare assistance. Gain momentum with accelerated courses and faculty you care. Experience a vibrant community where friendships are formed, passions are pursued, and memories are made. When you graduate, you'll have the degree, skills, confidence, and connections to thrive in today's ever-changing world. Explore endless possibilities in Dragon Country. Discover more at howardcc.edu today.
Carry you
All right, back here in Columbia, just about to begin the start of the second half. Both teams kind of struggled offensively in the first half. Dragons have a 23-17 lead, 33.3% from the field. Catonsville 18.2%. But they made 4 out of their 5 free throws. Dragons made 3 of 4. Both teams committed 7 turnovers. Dragons have 5 points to CCBC Catonsville's 3 points off turnovers. Dragons are being out-rebounded 24-18. That is something that they need to monitor. And then also all 3 bigs have 2 fouls going into the second half. We're going to have Balde and Chambers start the second half.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, both with 2 fouls already. And Mackenzie Walters nursing 2 fouls. Ah.
it will be Cardinals ball to start the second half.
Dragons got off to a very fast start, then things kind of cooled. So see if they can get off to a fast start here in the second half.
Bartlett gets it into Bell, and we are underway to start the second half. Cardinals with the first possession. Bartlett now throws it down low, tried to get it to Fogel, but it was to the left.
Yeah, Fogel got off to a slow start, but she kind of heated up in the second quarter. She probably leads all scores.
So now Whittle gets it across the line over to Putman. Now looking to get it inside. Putman gets it to Balde. She swings it out to Offer. Offer deep too. And she gets that to go. You know, we were talking during the break that with this particular lineup, Offer's going to need to score more. And she comes out and gets the first points of the second half. Bartlett can't handle the pass. We have a jump ball, and it will be Dragons ball.
Yeah, also, you know, the Dragons will help themselves if they can hit some of these outside shots because Catonsville doing a good job on that in that 3-2 defense, shutting down the inside. No driving lanes.
Dragons have led by as many as 10. Balde, her pass gets stolen away by Males. Now Bell can't get it to go. Balde comes down with the rebound, and now Putman heading the other way. Now Whittle has to back it out, gets over to Putman. She thought about a 3. Putman now gets a pick from Balde and then goes around, drives all the way, no good. And then they're going to call a quick jump ball. It will go back to the Cardinals.
And Jella Putman with a clear driving lane to the basket on the right side, just missed it.
Bartlett's going to take a seat for Santiago.
Unique Santiago.
Santiago gets the inbound pass, and we're back underway. Dragons up by 8 points, 8:30 left in the third quarter. Males now. Over to Bell. Bell goes to drive. She loses it. It goes out of bounds. They're going to say it touched a Dragon last.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, Bell doing a good job getting around Whittle up top.
Bell now needs to inbound it, gets it to Stubbs, who gets over to Males, who thought about a 3. Now Fogel down low. I think there was a clock issue.
Yeah, Coach Barnes calling for 3 seconds on Fogel. She had Balde posted up. Had her on the back.
All right, so clock reset to 8 minutes, 18 seconds. 16 seconds on the shot clock for the Cardinals. Bell will look to inbound it. Gets it into Males for a 3. No good. Fogel comes down with the rebound. Drops it off to Bell, who can't get it to go. And then Offer comes down with the rebound, but then she throws it away. Oh, no, they're going to say it went off of Stubbs. Nope. Actually, no. Overruled, so it will stay with the Cardinals.
Sonny Offer mishandled the ball that time. Had a couple of those today.
Santiago inbounds it to Males. Males throws it off of Offer's leg. They're going to call it a kickball.
Kickball. Possession remains with Catonsville.
now Bell. Good look to inbound. Gets it into Santiago. Floater no good. And Balde comes down with the rebound. Now Whittle's going to push it up court. Whittle going to go all the way and gets the layup to go. Good take by Tamir Whittle.
Yeah, Tamir Whittle going coast to coast, splitting the defenders off the glass.
Santiago now gets it inside to Males. She's just going to have to back it out. Now to Fogel. Down low to Males. Males turn around, gets it to go.
Dragons giving up too much real estate in front of the basket right now.
That's Males' first points of the game. She's the second leading scorer on this team. Now offer. Putman inside to Chambers. Chambers driving, and then she travels.
Hannah Chambers driving right into the teeth of the defense. Kind of slid her feet a little bit.
Dragons out running some pressure.
Yeah, going to that 2-2-1. Oh, Fogel may have got away with one that
Yeah,
time.
looked like, yeah. Definitely looked like an extra step. Kind of happened right in front of us. Males thought about a three. Now Males will take a three. No good. Rebound drops on the ground to Putman, and then they're going to call a kickball on the Cardinals. So it'll be Dragons ball.
Ball is kicked by the Catonsville player. Turnover.
Yeah, the Putman trying to dive on that one, and one of the Cardinals players wasn't sure she wasn't going to get it. Kicked it with her foot.
Whittle now across the timeline over to Offer. Now Putman over to Whittle, who's open for three. No good.
Whittle with a good look off the mark.
Out of bounds. Turnover to the Cardinals.
And the pace of the game has really slowed down, Matt.
Yeah.
You know.
Which may play into the favor of this Cardinals team, who is not as deep as the Dragons. Santiago now over to Bell inside to Stubbs. Stubbs gets blocked. And now Offer heading the other way. Up to Chambers. And Chambers gets the layup to go.
Hannah Chambers out in transition, filling the lanes. That's a good pass by Offer.
Now Males over to Santiago. Now Bell. And then Bell, they call a foul. I thought she got away with the travel. That's on Putman. That'll be her second, I believe.
A lot of little touch fouls being called in the game today. A lot of touch fouls.
And Coach Barnes wanted to travel. I think she saw what we saw over here.
Oh, yeah.
Bell has to throw it out to Stubbs. And then a kickball on the Dragons.
Possession remains.
Yeah, Balde was fortunate that time that was kicked ball because, again, Fogel had her pinned right middle of the lane.
Santiago gets the inbound. Now Stubbs. And then it gets poked away. But Males comes up with it. Males splits two defenders and then gets blocked. And they're going to call a foul. And that is likely going to be on.
No, Balde was somewhere in the neighborhood.
12 to get more up all in.
So that's Balde's third. Mackenzie Walters is going to come into the game for her. Oh, no, actually. Oh, nope.
Here we go.
So Males goes to the line for 2 free throws. Dragons have a 10-point lead, 29-19, 5:49 left in the third quarter. Males misses the first free throw.
That's interesting manner in which they shoot free throws. They don't put anybody on the lane. Everybody's back.
Especially with the success that they've been having rebounding.
Yeah.
Both are no good for Males. Now Whittle. Offer over to Putman. Putman looking to drive. Has to spin out of it. Gets it to Offer. And Offer's pass is a little too high for Chambers.
And try to get Hannah Chamber in what they call the short corner, but went right through her hands.
You know, it looks like this Dragons team, every time they get to 10 points, it's like the elusive 11 or 12 point lead.
Yep.
Now Santiago over to Males. Down low to Stubbs, who finds Santiago baseline, and she gets that to go. Good ball movement by the Cardinals.
Yeah, good look by Stubbs at the low block.
Now Whittle gets around the defenders, no good, and then Hannah Chambers on the jump ball, and it will be Dragons ball. Jaselskis and Ruth are going to come in for Putman and Offer.
Yep. Again, got the shooters back in the lineup. Maybe be able to spread the floor for the Dragons.
Ruth has to get it in, and she turns it over to Stubbs. He throws it up to Bell. Now Bell, and an offensive foul on Bell. Good job by Mackenzie Walters to get into position.
Yeah, Mackenzie Walters, she was sitting there waiting. And Bell just ran her over.
I think her foot might have been on the no charge zone, but, you know.
We'll take it.
Under 5 minutes left in the third quarter. Dragons with a 8-point lead. Ruth now with the ball over to Whittle. Now Jaselskis for three. No good. And Males comes up with it. She's going to bring it across the line. Gets it over to Santiago. And then baseline to Stubbs. And then a foul is called.
Man.
It's going to be on Mackenzie Walters. And we will have a media timeout. So we're going to step aside. Dragons up 8, 29-21, 4:32 left on the third quarter clock. We'll be back. All right, we are back here at the Caller Foundation Complex here on the campus of Howard Community College. Matt Trudell and Mike Withers with you. 4:32 left on the clock in the third quarter. It'll be Cardinals ball, down 8. Dragons still taking every single second they can in their huddle. And they're back out. Walters picked up her third foul, so now Balde has 3. Walters has 3.
And Hannah Chambers has 2.
So Bell now looking to inbound it for the Cardinals. Gets it into Stubbs. She can't get the shot to go. Chambers comes down with the rebound, gets it up to Ruth, and now Ruth is going to push it up the right-hand side. And then just swings it out to Whittle. Now Jaselski's going to fire off a 3. A little too strong, no good. Battle for the rebound. It goes out of bounds off of the Cardinals, so it'll be Dragons ball.
Yeah, Kaden Jaselska stepping into the shot. I like what she's doing. She's catching and shooting. That's why she's in the game.
Now she gets the inbound, swings it over to Ruth, baseline 3, too strong, and then they're going to call a foul on the floor, and I think they're going to call it on Santiago, and it's funny because she committed the foul and then ended up falling.
Yeah, Fogel's looking around hoping it's not on me.
So that is Santiago's third foul. Ruth looking to inbound it. Has to just throw it out to Whittle. Now Whittle over to Ruth. Ruth good drive, dump it off to Chambers. Chambers, that is not her shot, and she misses it. So it'll be Cardinals ball.
Now Chambers is a medium range spot up shooter. Tried to put the ball on the floor that time, didn't work out.
You know, I think that was one of those situations where the inbound play didn't go how they drew it, and it just everything kind of fell to shambles right there.
Yeah.
All right, Santiago gets it across the line, and they're going to call foul on Mariah Ruth. And that is the second time that a player's kind of fallen and a foul has been called.
Yeah, that's a tough call. Mariah Ruth cut the ball off, did a good job not letting her get to that side of the floor.
That is her first foul. Now Santiago gets the inbound. Jaselskis trying to get the steal, and they're going to say it goes out of bounds off of Jaselskis. And Coach Barnes wanted a foul on that situation.
Possession remains from the Cardinals.
So now Stubbs looking inbound, gets it into Bell. Now Males for three along the baseline. She gets that to go.
And Males finally hits one.
Walters gets fouled.
Yeah. And Mackenzie Walters got benefited, a little touch foul again.
So that is Bell's second foul. Ruth gets it into Walters, who hands it off to Ruth and puts Ruth in a tough situation. Coach Barnes calls a timeout. It is a full timeout, so we're going to step aside. 3:25 left in the third quarter. Dragons are up 29-24. We'll be back. All right, back here in Columbia. Coming out of the timeout, Dragons have a 5-point lead. Cardinals on a bit of a run at the moment. And it will be Dragons ball. Mariah Ruth along the baseline. And Ruth just has to throw it out to Whittle. She gets it. Now 15 seconds on the shot clock. Walters over to Whittle. Down low to Chambers. Can't get the shot to go. Fogle comes down with the rebound.
Hannah Chambers wanted that little turnaround in the lane off the front of the rim.
Now Bell over to Santiago, back to Bell. And Ruth almost gets the steal on the pass, but it goes out of bounds off of her. It will stay with the Cardinals. Offer's going to come in for Chambers. I think that's a good sub since she's been able to weather the storm with these two fouls.
Yep. And try to get the ball to Males in the corner. She hit her last one, so she's looking for another.
Santiago now, under 10 seconds left. Males, down low to Fogle. Fogle misses it. And then they're going to call a foul, and I think that might be on Walters. Oh, nope, they're going to call it on Offer.
And I'm not sure. Yeah, that's a tough call. Sonny Offer had her hand straight up.
That's her first.
Jocelyn Fogel to the line, shooting 2.
So Fogel goes to the line for 2 free throws. Gets the first one to go.
Man. Fogel. They don't have Hannah Chambers in the game right now or Ball Day to kind of push her out of there.
Both free throws good. Dragons lead down to 3, 29-26. 2:35 left in the third quarter. Whittle now. Nice pass to Walters. She can't get the shot to go. Fogel comes down with the rebound. Good pass by Whittle, though.
Yeah, good pass. That's Walters. Wasn't quite ready for that one.
Now Bell gets it down low to Stubbs, and she gets the shot to go. Now Whittle with the ball. And then they call a foul. Foul is going to be on Fogel. That's Fogel's second. Bartlett's going to come back into the game for Santiago. Jaselskis is going to take a seat, and Forbes is in the game now for her. Inbound goes to Forbes. She gets it down low to Offer. Offer gets around the defense, can't get the shot to go, and then it goes out of bounds off of her hands.
Yeah, Sonny Offer going with that little up and under move with the left hand. Ball rolled off the rim.
Stubbs gets it into Bell. And a game that was a 10-point lead for the Dragons earlier in this quarter is now down to 1. Bell gets fouled. It's going to be on Whittle.
Wow. And the foul's really starting to rack up for the Dragons. Not a lot of contact, but still a foul.
And in the bonus is the Cardinals. So Bell will go to the line. Gets the first one to drop. Tie ball game.
Dragon fans, I'm not hearing enough noise.
Yeah, I think they're on about a 12-2 run, Catonsville.
This is the second one, so we're all tied at 29 apiece. Whittle now calls out a play for her team. Forbes inside to Offer. Now Whittle thought about a 3. She's going to drive. Has to get it to Offer. Offer's going to drive. Can't get it to go. If Fogel comes down with the ball, gets it up to Bartlett. Bartlett passes it baseline to Nails, and Nails gets it to go.
Yeah, Dragons not doing a good job on the transition defense that time. Catonsville had numbers.
Ruth now over to Forbes. Under a minute left in the third quarter. Whittle driving baseline, spins out, gets it to Forbes, who just turns it over, trying to save it from going out of bounds. Bartlett's just going to slow it down for the Cardinals. And now Bell with it to Stubbs to Fogel. Fogel finds Stubbs on the other side of the hoop, and she gets it to go. And just like that, it's a 4-point lead for this Cardinals team.
Yeah, Stubbs with 2 big baskets here late in the third quarter.
Now Forbes, shot no good. Mackenzie Walters gets it, can't put it up and in. And now 15 seconds on the clock. Cardinals will have the last possession if they want it. Now Males for 3, no good. Rebound goes to Forbes. Forbes just going to dribble it out to Offer. And that's the end of 3 here in Columbia. The Cardinals go on a run and take a 4-point lead. We'll be back for the start of the fourth quarter, 33-29, Cardinals in the lead. right back here in Columbia. Mike, what do the Dragons need to do in this quarter to, pull out the victory?
They got to rebound better and make their easy shots. They've missed several opportunities around the basket. They've turned the ball over here more in the third quarter than they did the second quarter and first half. So make some easy shots, take care of the ball, and up the pace of the game. The game is really slowed down, which has played right to the hands of the Cardinals. You mentioned that earlier.
So it'll be Cardinals ball. Males gets the inbound. Now Bell calls out a play. Bell's going to drive, and she traveled.
Dragons been playing 2-3 zone for most of the game. Now they've come out to man-to-man. They get a turnover.
Jaselskis gets it into Whittle. Now Dragons try and cut into this lead and retake the lead. And it can start with this possession. Balde gets it down low to Chambers. Chambers can't get it to go, but she is fouled by Stubbs. So she will go to the line for 2 free throws.
Chambers doing a good job posting up Stubbs deep in the lane. Again, easy. Easy shot around the basket. Can't get it to go.
That's Bell's third foul. First free throw is good for Hannah Chambers. Second free throw, no good. Battle for the ball. Vogel comes down with it. Now Bell gets it across the line. Vogel gets it over to Bartlett. And then Stubbs left alone, but can't get the shot to go. Good swarm defense by the Dragons, and now Whittle.
Yeah, good recovery.
Offer now. Swings it over to Jaselskis for 3. Off the front of the rim. Balde gets the rebound, and then Jaselskis goes shoot up another 3. No good on that. Rebound drops to Males.
Yeah, 2 good looks by Jaselskis. Just couldn't get him to go down.
Males gets it across the line, and she's just going to shoot a 3. No good. Rebound goes to Stubbs. Stubbs can't get the shot to go, but she is fouled.
Man, looks like it's going to be on Jaselskis, maybe, on the floor.
Howard foul number 22, Kaden Jaselskis.
It is. That's her first. Stubbs will go to a line for 2 free throws.
Yeah, you know, when you,
she's made all 3 of hers so far today.
Yeah, you got Chambers and Balde in the game, but no one can get hold of the rebound. Stubbs still perfect from the line.
First free throw is good. Second free throw is good. Lead back up to 5, 35-30. Whittle over to Offer. Offer gets it poked away. Battle for the ball goes out of bounds off the Dragons, so it will go to the Cardinals.
And Offer with the drive, a little out of control.
Now Bell gets it across. Nails gets it into Bartlett. Bartlett finds Stubbs alone under the basket. She gets it to go.
Man, that's just a defensive breakdown. Hannah Chambers just lost sight of Stubbs.
Now Whittle over to Chambers. Whittle now drives. Tough shot off the backboard. Gets it to go.
Whittle, a little jump stop in the lane. Don't see that much. That 2-foot jump stop.
Timeout called. 30-second timeout called, so we will stay with you. Catonsville calls it. They have a 5-point lead, 7:37 left in the fourth quarter. Dragons have committed 15 turnovers to Catonsville 11. Both teams shooting very poorly from the field.
Yeah, I can see that. The Dragons have really struggled around in the lane today. Yeah, really struggled.
All right, we are back here in Columbia. Metrodome Mike Withers. 7:37 left in the fourth quarter. Dragons down by 5. It's been a kind of an ugly game for both teams. But, you know, the Dragons really getting out rebounded 37-33. And they're now losing the points off turnover battle 9-8 because they've committed 15 turnovers and the Cardinals have committed 11.
Yeah, we talked about it at halftime, and they really have not gotten what they needed from their post play. And they had a 10-point lead, and we've seen that evaporate. And now a 5-point deficit.
Stubbs, offensive foul. Mackenzie Walters draws her second charge of the game.
And Mackenzie Walters doing a good job cutting off the baseline, making Stubbs raise that elbow.
That's Stubbs' first foul. Whittle gets it across the line to Balde. Now Ruth, who's back into the game. Turn around, gets the 2-point jumper to go.
And Mariah Ruth, that's a nice little medium range jump shot off the contact.
Now Bell, baseline jumper, no good. Offer gets it, throws it up to Whittle. Whittle's pass gets smacked out of bounds by Stubbs. So be Dragons ball, they're down by 3.
And Whittle trying to get the ball to a streaking Mariah Ruth. A good hands by the Cardinals.
Offer now. Gets it into Ruth. Ruth for 3. And she gets it to go. And we have a tie ball game here in Columbia.
Yeah, Ruth with 5 straight points brings the Dragons back level.
Mails over to Stubbs. Stubbs, Balde smacks the pass away. Vogel tries to save it. Goes out of bounds. It'll be Dragons ball. I wonder if she realized that she didn't need to do that.
But finally, the Dragons cover that baseline cut. They've been killed on that all day.
Santiago comes out of the game for Bell, and now Whittle gets it across the line. Whittle, nice little cross up, kicks it out to Ruth, who couldn't handle it. And now Balde, down low to Walters, who gets it back down low to Balde. Balde gets it to Whittle, extra pass to Ruth, who's open for 3. Off the front of the rim, and Fogel comes down with it.
Yeah, I like that play. It was on line, just a little short.
Bell now gets it to Fogel. Fogel is fouled. They're not going to count the shot.
Yeah, Fogel, they actually blew the whistle before she even got near the player that time. Officials kind of anticipating the call.
That's Balde's 4th foul. Inside to Stubbs, and she gets the shot to go.
Yeah, Stubbs is strong down there. She gets in that post. She's a tough cover.
Whittle gets it across the line. Now Ruth thought about a 3. She's going to step in. Deep 2. Gets that to go. Mariah Ruth is starting to heat up.
Yeah, Mariah Ruth, a one-man wrecking crew for the Dragons here in this fourth quarter.
So now Bell with the ball. Gets it smacked away by Whittle. She's able to recover, though. Now Stubbs almost gets it poked away. And then she does get it poked away by Ruth. Battle on the ground for the ball. It's going to be out of bounds off of the Cardinals. So it'll be Dragons ball. Yeah. Good hustle play by Mariah Ruth.
That's big-time play by Mariah Ruth. Pokes the ball away, then gets on the floor, gets a turnover.
Re-entering the game for the Dragons.
Yeah,
Hannah Chambers comes back in for Balde.
Man, Mariah Ruth single-handedly giving the Dragons some life here in the fourth quarter.
Now Chambers over to Ruth. Now Offer. Out to Ruth. Ruth for another 3. Can't get that to go. Fogel gets the rebound. Stubbs gets it up to Bell, and then Bell gets it poked out of bounds by Whittle. So we'll stay with the Cardinals.
Yeah, Dragons still staying in that man-to-man pressure.
Nail's going to get a pick from Stubbs. Good job by Walters to get back over there. Now Stubbs taking on Walters. Inside. And they're going to call a foul on Hannah Chambers.
Wow.
That is her third. Tough call.
Yeah, it's a tough call. Tough call.
Now Bell. And she just throws it away, so it'll be Dragons ball. Offer gets it into Whittle. And stuck at a tie for a little bit here. Dragons looking to break it.
Yeah.
Walters down low to Chambers. Chambers can't get the shot to go, but she will go to the line.
Yeah, Chambers using that duck move right in front of the basket, trying to go to the left hand. Draws a foul.
That is Bell's fourth foul, so she will come out for Santiago.
Yeah, Bell. Chambers just too big for Bell down there in the paint.
Too strong on the first free throw for Chambers. Second one is no good.
But she'll get another. It's a violation. I wonder if they're going to call that.
Yeah.
Because Fogel moved when she had the ball already.
So Chambers' third opportunity. Can't get that one to go. Offer gets the rebound. And it's just crazy to me that she gets hit on the head.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's going to stay with the Dragons, but it is quite insane. Offer now gets it into Ruth, who gets it out to Whittle. Over to Ruth. Now Offer, good drive baseline, and she is fouled.
Man, we'll take it.
Catonsville foul from Sarah Stubbs.
I can see a lot of distance between Fogel and Offer, but we'll take it.
Yep, Stubbs commits her second foul. Offer gets it into Chambers. Gets it to Whittle. Over to Offer. Baseline 2. No good. Santiago comes down with the rebound. And after all that, we're still tied at 39.
Yeah, we've been stuck at 39 for a while.
Nails gets it baseline to Fogel. Fogel gets fouled, makes the shot, and will have a chance at a three-point play. And Chambers will pick up her fourth foul.
Yeah, Fogel's a tough cover. She got a running start to the basket, and Chambers just couldn't hold her off.
So a chance for a three-point play for Fogel, 41-39. Misses that. Rebound goes to Walters. And now Whittle. Over to Offer. Now Walters. Whittle now gets it poked away, and it will be Cardinals ball.
Yeah, Whittle trying to drive down the lane. I think she just lost control, trying to come to a little jump stop.
Santiago across the line, drops it off to Fogel. Now Stubbs. Misses the shot. Gets it to Fogel for a baseline jumper. No good. Bartlett gets the rebound. And then Santiago throws it away.
What?
Fulfills. And now it is a steal by Whittle, who gets it to Offer, who finds Mariah Ruth. And Ruth gets fouled hard by Males. That was a hard foul.
Yeah, that's a hard foul. She's saying too. They may want to look at that. That looks like intentional.
Putman will come in for Walters. Ruth can't get the first one to go. She has really been the person that the Dragons have relied on here in the second half.
Yeah, she's really come alive here in the fourth quarter.
Second free throw is good. Dragons cut it to a 1-point lead for the Cardinals. 41-40, under 3 minutes. Now Santiago over to Bartlett. Back to Santiago. And then good defense by the Dragons. Whittle comes up with it. There's a bat on the ground for it. It's a jump ball. It will be Cardinals ball. Good job by Fogel.
Jump ball, possession to the Cardinals.
Whittle took off before she had it. That time.
So the Cardinals ball on the baseline.
Wow.
Bartlett will have it to inbound. Gets it into Males, who gets it over to Fogel. Fogel, shot in the lane, gets it to go. Tough shot.
Yeah, that's a tough move by Fogel.
So now Whittle over to Putman, who just came back into the game for the Dragons. Putman over to Offer. Down low to Chambers. Chambers, tough shot, no go. Kind of forced it. And then they call technical on Coach Barnes. So free throws coming Catonsville way. Stubbs will take them.
Yeah, that's a tough
Can't-
exchange right there. Man.
Doesn't get the first one to go.
Trigger, come on now. I know you can be louder.
Makes the second one. And it will stay with the Cardinals. 44-40, 2:01 left in the fourth quarter. Bartlett tries to throw it off of Ruth's legs and is unsuccessful. Then Whittle throws it down low to Offer. Offer can't get the shot to go. She gets it back. There will be a jump ball. It will stay with the Dragons.
Wow. Offer couldn't get the layup to go. Wow,
Yeah,
dude, that's
tough.
Yeah.
So now Ruth will have it along the baseline. Ruth. Pass is stolen. Nope. Chambers comes up with it. And then Ruth can't get it to go, but she will go to the line. Foul
Leadsville foul number 11, Serafina Stubbs.
is on Stubbs.
Yeah.
That's her third foul.
Yeah. Mariah Ruth Johnny on the spot, picking up the loose ball.
Ruth on the first one. Gets the friendly bounce.
Oh, yeah.
Ruth on the second one. No good on that one. Rebound drops to Fogel. Fogel's going to bring it up the court. Swing it over to Santiago. And now Stubbs. Dragons are down by 3 points. Whittle smacks the ball away, and Ruth comes up with it. Now Whittle over to Ruth, who's open for three to tie it. And she gets it to go. Mariah Ruth.
Mariah Ruth, big time three.
Now Fogel. And they're going to call a foul on Ruth. Free throws are coming Fogel's way. That's Mariah Ruth's second foul. Bell's going to come into the game for males.
Man, they waited till the last game of the season, but what a coming out party for Mariah Ruth. She's been big time here in the second half.
Yep, 12 points, 3 assists, 2 rebounds. So Fogel to the line for 2. Gets the first one. Second one is good. Timeout called by the Cardinals. It's a 30-second timeout.
Timeout, Catonsville.
So if you're Coach Barnes,
30 seconds.
what are you doing? Or, what kind of offense do you want to run?
Well, right now you're looking for a down screen to see if you get Mariah Ruth open again in her sweet spot. She likes extended elbow. That's going to be your primary look. If not, you don't have the Celtics in the game, so she's only 3-point shooter you have. If not, you're going something downhill. Sonny Offer going to the basket. Hannah Chambers trying to pin and post. So you have some options. It's a minute 15, only a 2-point game, so you can tie it or try to take the lead.
All right, both teams are getting their final instructions. Whittle's going to head down to the end. And Offer's going to inbound it, and we are underway.
CCBC's coming out in the man-to-man. They've been playing the zone for most of the game.
Now Putman with the ball. Going to get a pick. Swing it over to Ruth. Inside to Offer. Offer turnaround jumper, no good. Stubbs gets the rebound. Now Santiago gets stripped by Whittle. And then Whittle. And they give the timeout to Coach Barnes. Oh no, they're saying it's out of bounds. Yeah, no, it's a timeout that they awarded.
Yeah, timeout. Dragons were able to get on the ball, but timely defensive plays by the Dragons last 2 possessions.
Yeah.
Whittle.
This will be 30 seconds.
So when we come back, it'll be 50.9 seconds on the game clock, 23 seconds on the shot clock. Whittle has had a couple big steals in this game so far.
Yeah, she certainly has. He got the poke away that led to the 3 by Mariah Ruth, and that time, again, he swipes the ball.
Stay tuned. 20 minutes after this game, you will have the Catonsville Community College Cardinals men's team take on the Howard Community College Dragons men's team in the final game of the regular season.
Boy, if this is a preview of next week's playoff game, well, we got a barn burner.
Yeah.
I tell you, man, these 2 teams are battling it out right here.
So Ruth will get the ball to inbound. And she gets it into Whittle. Ruth is going to drive baseline and loses it out of bounds.
All right, the Dragons are going to have to come up with another big defensive play.
Stubbs gets it inside to Fogel. Now Stubbs gets it back. Her pass is tipped away, and Whittle comes up with it. Whittle over to Putman. Putman for three. In and out. Rebound goes to Offer, and then she is fouled. She will go to the line.
Jayla Putman had a good look at it, had it online, just went in and out. Man, that's done it several times a day.
Yeah, she has not played much today, but she had an open shot. She is definitely, probably the star of this team.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure.
Offer to the line for free throws. No good on the first one.
Well, the free throw line has been the Achilles heel for the Dragons today. They have not been good.
Yep. It's been an Achilles heel all season. Makes the second one. Timeout called by Coach Renwicks of the Cardinals.
And I think that plays right into the Dragons' hands because Cardinals have had a tough time inbounding the ball. So that gives Dragons time to set their defense once again. They've stole the ball 3 straight times. I don't think Cardinals have gotten across half court.
It is a full timeout, so we're going to step aside. 46-45. Cardinals are up. 28.1 seconds left in regulation. All right, back here in Columbia, Caller Foundation Complex. Matt Trudell, Mike Withers with you for the final at least 28.1 seconds of regulation here. Dragons are going to be on defense. They need to get a turnover and a basket to win this game.
Yeah, I need a turnover in the basket. And right now the ball is right in front of the Cardinal bench. So I'll have it at the hash mark at their basket.
And it will be Bartlett looking to inbound. Bartlett gets it into Stubbs. Stubbs is trapped. It's a jump ball. So it will be Cardinals ball.
Jump ball, possession of Matron Catonsville.
So Bartlett will look to inbound again. Gets it into Stubbs. She loses it. Putman with the ball. Oh, he gets a layup to go. And then Stubbs is fouled. Coach Barnes wanted a jump ball. There's a question as what the call is. There's a discussion. So Stubbs will go to a line for 2 free throws. Putman got the steal, but could not get the layup to go.
Oh, man. Straight. Wow.
So Stubbs has 2 free throws coming her way.
I think she's only had 1 miss today. The Dragons did everything right, just couldn't get the layup.
Yep, she is 6 of 7. First one is good. .2 seconds. Second one is good as well. Coach Barnes is going to call a timeout. Jaselskis is going to come in. They haven't said if it's a full or a half yet.
This will be a 30-second timeout.
It's a 30-second timeout, so we will stay here. Jaselskis is going to come in. Dragons need a 3. They could get a quick 2, play that game. I guess whatever's open, whatever they can get with the least amount of clock. If they can get easy 2.
Yeah, I wonder if she's going to sub and put Jaselskis in the game.
She did.
Okay.
Jaselskis checked
She
in.
should. Catonsville's been playing. They went to the man, so they're trying to take away the three-point line. So you'll see a screen and pop somewhere. Got your shooters in the game. You got Putman still in the game.
Males is going to return to this game for Santiago for the Cardinals. Jaselskis is going to come in for Offer. Putman will have the ball. And Whittle gets the inbound pass. Jaselskis hesitates, drives, kicks it out to Putman. And Putman, they did not call it. Now Whittle, and her pass goes out of bounds. That might be Santiago's going to come into the game.
They need to get it, as we
For
call
Bartlett.
it, they need to get the fronts up here and not let the ball inbound. They'll foul immediately if the ball does come in, but you need to not let it inbound.
And now Santiago looking to inbound. Bounces it in, stolen away by Whittle. There's a battle on the ground for it, a jump ball.
It's going to be Dragons ball.
It will be Dragons ball. They will have 1.9 seconds left.
Jump ball possession to the Dragons with 1.9 seconds left.
So they will have a chance here. Ruth looking inbound. And Jaselskis is fouled by Bartlett. So she'll go to a line. It's probably not the worst thing for the Cardinals.
No.
Catonsville foul number 15.
Can you tell them you don't want the foul?
Yeah.
We don't want the foul. We'll just throw it in.
Yeah. Throw it in. Let's get the 3.
Here the old make one and hit the front of the rim for the second one.
This is an exciting game. And again, this is likely going to be the 3-6 matchup next Wednesday. First free throw is good by Jaselskis.
But no matter what happens here today, I mean, this is not a game that the Dragons lost, so to speak.
Missed the second free throw. That is the game. Dragons lose 48-46. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. If you're going to watch the men's game, it will be right up in about 20 minutes or so. And again, thank you, everybody, for watching. For Mike Withers, I am Matt Trudeau.